Yo, yo, what's going on? What's going on, good people? What's going on, good people? Another day, man, another day. Another day, man, another day trying to let y'all come on in and fill the room up. All those who want to have a lending ear to hear. Today is a cold day once again in Georgia, man. So if you like all four seasons, then yeah, you need to move down to the GA, man. We got all four seasons almost every month down here, man. So it is what it is. But now I wanted to make this live presentation very, very quick, man. This is just an update on the Black on Black Challenge. There have been some individuals who have really, really heeded the call, and I appreciate you, man. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you dearly for heeding the call. And basically what we're going to do, man, is we're going to run up on some stranger, man, and give them your blessing and just let them know that that their community is backing them and that we hear their cry and that we're here to help and to lend a shoulder. And, you know, so you can lean on me, you know what I mean? And so some lucky person, man, is going to be surprised out of their wits on Friday, Saturday. I don't know if I want to do it on a Friday or if I don't know if I want to do Saturday. I don't know if I want to give people the whole Friday opportunity to continue to try to, you know, support the movement, support the challenge, or if I just want to just, you know, wait till Saturday where we kind of got everybody an opportunity to give who wanted to give. And then we're going to go out on the block, man. We're going to find them. We're going to find somebody, man. We're going to find some lucky black woman or some lucky black man, right? You know, we're going to find somebody who needs the blessing and who's going to appreciate the blessing and who's going to get the lesson out of the blessing, which is we are here for our own, man. And another thing, too, I want you guys to pay attention to if y'all ain't paying attention to it, but pay attention to what Trump is doing versus what Africa is doing, okay? Like everything that Trump is doing, Africa is making, you know, it's kind of been ahead of the game and trying to make different stuff happen within their country before Trump do a lot of the stuff he's doing. So if y'all haven't noticed some of the news that are coming out of Africa, you really need to pay attention to the African news, right? Because you're seeing those people begin to fight against their oppressors. And this is something that we really need to take into consideration with our own situation, right? How they are starting to fight against their oppressors. I told a person earlier today, I said, you know, the black American is sort of like, you know, when we're dealing with the black American and the white man versus the African and the Europeans, it's two different, it's the same battle, but we're fighting it in two different ways, right? So the Africans are saying, hey, we're going to go head up with you, and we're tired of the oppression, and therefore we're going to take back our land from y'all, and we're going to you know, we're going to combine together so that we can support free trade in our own our own country. You know, they're doing all of these things to say, hey, we taking our stuff back from y'all, man. We ain't playing with y'all no more. And in a minute, everybody got to go, right? But now, here is how we are doing our front, right? And it's kind of crazy. So it's like this. I gave the example of if you playing with LeBron James, right? You playing on the team with LeBron James, but every night, not only do you compete against other teams, you also, too, try to compete against LeBron and score more than him, out-rebound him, out-assist him. So now that may bode well for y'all winning games, but at some point, LeBron going to be like, bruh, I mean, is you trying to beat me or you trying to beat them? You see what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is you can't necessarily compete with the people that you do business with or that you sleep with, right? So here we are in this land and we are living with our competitors. Living with our competitors mean that we play with them and we play against them at the same time. Now, how in the world is you going to beat your teammate? Y'all on the same team, you can't beat him. But then again, we are over here competing with our teammate, trying to beat them, while being on the same team and trying to beat everybody else. So you are American and African, and you are stuck in that duality and in that spiritual fight, in that physical fight, in that mental fight, and you're so confused with which way to lean toward that you don't know which way to go. And that is the difference. And that's why we as a black American people need to go back into our African culture so that we can get that warriorship that we've been missing, right? So we can, regurgitate back up that fight that used to be in us, right? That's lying dormant, right? Now, I ask you, yesterday, 44 leaders of countries in Africa got together to sign a free trade agreement, right? The only country that really didn't do it that they're waiting on is Nigeria, but we know that Nigeria has kind of been, shaking hands with some other folks, and so, they kind of looking at what they're going to lose if they get in with their people. But hopefully, eventually, Nigeria comes around to see that co-oping with your people is better than co-oping with others. You understand what I'm saying? But now when you're looking at 44 leaders of 44 countries getting together to do something, I have to ask you, where are our leaders over here getting together to combine our economy, to teach us our heritage, in a collective state? What are they doing? What are our leaders doing for our oppression? And then you look at what the African leaders are doing for their oppression, right? What are we doing for our oppression? And then you look at what Africa is doing for their oppression, right? So what I'm saying is that we can learn a lot from our African ancestors, right? We can learn a lot from what they're doing, how they doing it, and why they doing it, right? We can take back land that we got over here, right? Because there's a lot of land here, and we can start a lot of farming co-ops to bring about healthy food choices for us, right? Because basically, if y'all didn't know, the one thing that is detaching you from your higher self is the food that we eat. Real talk. The one variable that is making us to where our spiritual essence is only limited and our mental capacity is limited, it's the food, man. If we changed our diets, we get back to a clear state of health, then you get back to a clear state of mind. And when you get back to a clear state of mind and health, then you got a clean spirit, right? And then when you got that whole temple cleansed out, bruh, sister, now you can hear from the Most High clearly and begin to devise plans and routes, man, for your people up out of this hellhole. So we got to understand that everything is connected. We got to start communicating with each other and start connecting with each other, right? On a more suffice level. Religion is religion, man. Hey, whatever makes you better is good. But at the end of the day, don't allow anything to separate us from ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Just who we are. You understand me? So I just wanted to put that out there, man. That's why we're doing this black on black stuff, man. We're trying to bring the fight back into our people. And we're trying to allow people to understand that we may possibly have to disconnect from these folks in order to really do what we got to do. Because I think as long as we're dependent on the system that has been created, then, it's almost like that baby with the bottle. I mean, you take the bottle out of the baby's mouth, 9 times out of 10, they're going to start hollering. You see what I'm saying? And nobody wants that bottle being taken out of their mouth. But we're trying. You got brothers and sisters out here that are trying very, very hard to re-educate you guys on another way, on a better way. And it's going to be the replacement for your bottle. When they took the bottle out your mouth, they put a pacifier in there, right? But we ain't pacifying you with this stuff. We're going to take the bottle out, and then we're going to give you what grandmama and them used to give you, man, that potluck. And we're going to start you on eating something real nice, something real nutritious for you so that you can grow up and be a well-rounded adult and know exactly what to do for your people. See, the thing is that you don't have a lack of leaders, you have a lack of fellowship, right? You don't have a lack of ideas, you got a lack of support. You understand what I'm saying? So what we got to do is starting to, first, I have to get you to believe in loving yourself first. Because when you start loving your blackness, not my blackness, but when you start loving you, sister and brother, then just off of default, you're going to love me. Because I look just like you. I am you. You see what I'm saying? And then that's when we forge this connection. That's when we forge this new way. You know what I mean? And it ain't really no new way. Y'all start learning about co-op businesses. Start learning about that. If we get 100,000 people paying $10, man, you got $1 million right there. We get 2 or 3 companies with $1 million. You guys start getting 5 to 7% off the shares each year. Now you getting $350, $400, $500 checks coming to you. You understand me? Happy birthday, sister. You know I love you, baby. Happy birthday now. Yes, sir. Happy birthday. If I was down there in Canada now, you know, me and you be doing something right now. You know what I'm talking about? But do your thing this weekend now. I already know you got to go to work, but do your thing this weekend, sis. But yeah, man, just continue to re-educate yourselves on this information about how we pull together. What's up, Verna, baby? I ain't forgot about you. And just continue to re-educate yourselves on the African traditions. You understand what I'm saying? Don't run away from your ancestors when they the ones that got to fight, right? We need to learn how to fight our oppressor. These people are not scared to fight their oppressor. Yes, the Europeans have came over there and they did the same thing they did in America. You know, they done took over half of Africa. But what I'm saying is that these brothers over there and these sisters are trying to take it back. What you doing? What we doing over here and what we trying to take back? You have 44 leaders of countries. I'm just asking for 4 leaders of a church. 4 brothers that want a business to come together. You know what I mean? You got 44 leaders of 1.2 billion people in a country that's saying, hey, man, we want to get together and we want to form a co-op of countries so that we can have free trade. And that free trade is going to benefit all the 1.2 billion of us Africans over here. And even if anything happened with what Trump trying to do, we can still suffice and be efficient and sufficient within ourselves. Give me just 1 or 2 brothers that's in the pulpit or that's in business that's trying to do this. You're talking about 44 presidents. I'm saying give me the president of your house to combine with the president of my house so that we can get more houses. My black brothers and sisters, man, we got to wake up to what we ain't doing. And we got to also be re-educated on what we can do. So I ain't up here just sitting up here just running my mouth to y'all, man. Like I told all of y'all, this is not a religious thing. I ain't trying to drive you to Christianity away from it. I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm talking about Africa. I'm your brother. No matter the color, I'm your brother. All right? And so at the end of the day, do you believe that? Right? Do you trust that I will help you in your endeavor and vice versa? Because I trust that I'll help you because I'm doing it right now, although you might not even know it. And we just got to continue to form co-ops with these types of people. These community-based individuals that are not afraid to stick their neck or their wallets out there to bring about positive change within the mentalities of their people. So you got to build people before you build business. Ain't no need of me jumping out here and trying to go get a co-op, then trying to get y'all to come on. I'm going to lose out, right? We got to re-educate you from the ground up. So you guys need to continue to check out the information, man. Continue to check out the YouTube videos. Continue to check out all this information on co-oping, all this information on healing yourself through growing your own food, right? We can start farming co-ops. We can go right now down to the downtown Atlanta right now and get some vacant properties, man, and start some healthy food choices of growing your own food in the lot. It don't take a lot. You see what I'm saying? And we all on a healthy tip, but why we can't take over that industry? Why we can't take back over the farming industry? The natural food market industry. We need to have it's 1/7 under. That's a natural food market for those who don't know. 1/7 under, right? 1/7 under. And that's on Moreland Avenue. So if you stay in Conyers or anywhere, you can't go down there to support that black co-op. So guess what? You don't even really have no Whole Foods in our communities. They're trying to keep all of the great products away. And you got to drive all the way across town. Who's going to drive all the way across town to go to 7 Under? You ain't even going to drive all the way across town to go to Whole Foods. But 7 Under is sitting right there saying, hey, if y'all can just see that I'm here and continue to buy more of me in your communities, now you have liable, reliable, viable options to the Whole Foods epidemic. Whole Foods is a co-op. They got 8,000 members. You see what I'm saying? These folks been using these business models, man. This ain't nothing new. Ain't nobody trying to create nothing and throw it down y'all throat. This real, man. This thing real, man. This thing been out here, man. So this is the information that we need. You understand? Olive leaf oil. That is the one thing you need to take if you don't take nothing else. Olive leaf oil and vitamin D3. Why? Because both of these things keep you clear away from cancer and clear away from heart disease. Olive leaf oil will keep you clear away from heart disease based on the fact that it clears the cholesterol out of your arteries, man. It's a cholesterol fighter. Now, we all know that there's a lot of stuff out here for blood pressure, this and blood pressure that, but it ain't too much for cholesterol. And cholesterol is the thing that actually perpetuates the heart disease, man. It's the thing that actually is killing you, the cholesterol. But how many medications or how many prescriptions do we have for cholesterol? We don't really have nothing for cholesterol. You go to the doctor anytime you want to, and they'll tell you out the real, you got high cholesterol. And first thing they're going to give you is some what? First thing they'll give you is go over there and eat some Cheerios. Man, that ain't going to do nothing for you. Olive leaf extract. Olive leaf extract. It's called Illurican, all right, or European, or whatever y'all want to call it. But you need that, man, and it breaks down the cholesterol in your arteries. And then the vitamin D3, you're going to need that vitamin D3 too, because a lot of us, we're over here in this American climate not realizing why we come from Africa, right, and why we have this dark skin is because you have melanin, right? Melanin is a sun blocker. So you automatically got a natural sun blocker. If you don't stand out in the sun longer than the next man, you don't get the right amount of sunlight. And the D3 that you really need comes from the sun. You can't get the maximum amount that you need from food. You got to get it from the sun, man. From the sun. I appreciate all y'all tuning in. What's up, Sam, boy? I love you. What's up, Jamal, boy? I ain't seen you in a while, boy. And what's up, D-Rock, boy? Hey, man, better take care of sis the day of birthday, so you take care of her down there, boy. All right? But, yeah, man, you know, just understanding that right there. Vitamin D3. A lot of our women are going to the hospital talking about they got breast cancer and they vitamin D deficient. How can a black person be vitamin D deficient? Because you want to be in the AC all day. You want to be in the comfort of some cool air, not understanding the importance of sun, the importance of you needing that heat, you needing that sunlight. And you don't need them about an hour or two on your skin and you good to go, right? So the thing is that you have to learn these things. You got to learn them. That means you got to re-educate yourself on them, man. What's up, Sam, man? Long time no see, baby. But yeah, man, you got to re-educate yourself. So this is what I'm doing, man. I'm a teacher, and I'm going to re-educate my people first on some of the lost arts and crafts of being an African descendant. You know what I'm talking about? Some of the lost arts and crafts of being an African descendant, man. And we're going to bring our people 306 degrees back around to where they came from. And we're going to be innovative and creative. And we're going to continue to push the envelope on what we can do as a human species. And we're going to do it by us directing that ship. Black people. So what I want, man, is for all of you guys that know any philosophers, teachers, and anybody out here in the sector of teaching people, man, tell them that you want more. Require more out of your pastors. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for them to teach you about your religion, but require more holistic understanding of who you are as an individual. Tell that pastor to teach you about some good herbs and some good plants and vegetables to do. Matter of fact, he can go out there in the back of his church and start something in his field, right? You don't got to necessarily put dead bodies out here, man. Let's just start a farm on the church property. Free food for everybody. You don't need no food bank when you're growing your own food. And I ain't talking about you got to have land to grow your own food. A lot of y'all stay in apartments. So we're going to start showing you guys how to do some patio potting. I'm going to show you how to do patio potting because that's how I started, on the patio potting. You understand what I'm saying? And I got oregano, rosemary, sage, all of the things that we got that we need. We can grow it ourselves and keep these people up out of our bodies, keep them up out of our minds, keep them up out of our spirits, and keep them up out of our pockets. We can do this, man. Nobody has been smarter than us in this world. Nobody has been more capable in this world. And I don't want us to lose that because of some doggone paper money, man. Some paper money that ain't gonna do nothing for you. And when it's gone, right now, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and I want to, because this is food for thought for everybody watching. If we're so dependent on what the system is right now, and if you ain't been to the military, or if you don't have any hunting type of qualities and capabilities, honestly, man, if something happens right now and these folks cut down the grid of electricity, I would say 75% of us are going to die within the first week because you ain't got no electricity. You ain't got no ability to know what's safe to eat, how to cook it without having something that's sparking up off a flame or they're getting fire, that's getting hot off the electricity, right? So you don't know how to create fire. You ain't got nothing you growing. So then what you doing? What's going on, Gene? I've been waiting on you, pimp. My boy Gene in the building, man. Going on, Gene. But yeah, man, and I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I appreciate all you brothers coming on this thing, man, showing your love to your boy, man. I'm telling you, I appreciate that, man, because it's going to take this, man. It's going to take y'all sharing the video. It's going to take brothers like y'all getting with brother like me, man. And let's go out here and reteach our people, bro. That's all I'm asking, bro. I'm just asking for all you scholarly cats, Gene. You know what I'm talking about? D-Rock. You know what I'm saying? You scholarly cats, man. Let's get out here and re-educate our people on just if nothing else, man. We don't even want to put nothing personal in it. Let's just show them how to unify, even if we got different religions, even if we got different thoughts and different situations, man. Let's show these folk, man, that don't matter, man, because one thing that combines us is our skin color. We from Africa, the African descendants. You see what I'm saying? And ain't nothing going to penetrate that. Not no man-made, created ideology, theology, or anything. See, we got to understand that man is so powerful, man. We created most of our gods and our devils. You would be surprised why everything looked like us. Why we created a god that looked like us, and why we created a devil that looked like us. All of them, if you look at the picture of the devil and you look at the picture of God, they look like humans with horns, or humans that can fly. How God look like a human? That come out of your mind, human. And you got to understand that that's always been our thing. Humans have always wondered where they come from, man. And since ain't nobody clarified that story for them from upstairs, they formulated one themselves. If you ain't, I know you up there, but if you ain't gonna come down and tell me how we got here and when we got here and when we going back, I create that story myself. And by doing that, consequently, I become God of my own self, because I created the narrative around the God of myself. You understand that? You got to understand that the person who holds the pen holds the mentality, the perspective. The one who writes the story can change it anytime they want to. Now it's time for us to write our story, man. Black on Black Help Challenge, we here. Gene, all you guys that are out there, man, if y'all know anybody or any corner of the block y'all want me to go to give out this money to, man, let me know, man. I'm down. I'm going to video it. So I'm going to video the individual that we help out. Hopefully that person got something to say, at least if nothing else, say thank you. And we're going to keep it moving, man. This ain't going to be nothing long drawn out. I'm just going to show y'all how co-oping helps, how your money that you just gave me this week going to go straight to one of your brothers and sisters who weren't expecting it. And we keep doing this unexpected, surprising love for our people, right? Like they don't know we love them. If we keep doing this, they'll see, man. They'll see that something is brewing. Something is brewing in our community that's way, way deeper than what we can even think about and do. And then on top of that, now my children, right? Now my son will be able to see that he don't have to go ask somebody that looks different than him for a hand up. But he can go straight to his people, man, and get everything he need. Get everything he need. So with that being said, man, holla back. This your boy King Render, man. Y'all can hit me up on that YouTube, man, at capital letter SIR Render, capital letter SIR Render. You can also follow me or continue to follow me on Instagram, Sir Render 100, and this Facebook thing, man, Sir Render, man. I'm always here for you guys. I will continue to drop this knowledge more and more and more and more and more until my people get what we're talking about. I'm going to build you up, and then you can build business the way we should be. Till next time, man, I love y'all, pimp, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. Peace.